What's up? I just wanted to make a quick video about work ethic. Because I feel like successful people, um, the reason they're successful is because of work ethic. And I think to be successful, you have to not know how to get there, but you have to understand how other people have gotten there. Um, Being able to start something and finish it is extremely important, which is something that I've never really good at. I've never really been good at. But I've practiced ethic a lot in my life, and it's not due to working. It's not. It's not due to waking up every day and going, you know, on a job and coming home and doing the same thing over and over. My work ethic was video games and just being able to focus my mind on something and get it done. And proving to myself that I could sit there for such a long period of time and dedicate myself to something that I thought I could never do when I was younger. It gives me dopamine, it makes me feel good. I'm like, oh, I'm doing this. But I've done it so much in my life, and I'm at that point where I should start using that in reality rather than just in video games. Um, and I hope other people can realize that too. You know, I think procrastinating and not, like making up excuses in your own head, even if they are kind of reasonable, making up excuses in your own head of why you can't do that thing at this time, or like there's something preventing you from doing it, because there's really nothing preventing you from doing it but yourself. And understanding that is so challenging, and it's something I struggle with all the time. Is that I struggle with focus. I can't stay focused on tasks to get them done, but I've been able to do that without any distractions. Um, Distractions, once again, that's another thing that's big. Limit your distractions. Try to have as many things that aren't around you as possible. Don't live in a city. Don't have a big family. Don't invest yourself in multiple people. Don't have a lot of friends. And it sounds fucked up, but it's true. I mean, these are the things that successful people have done and what they do. And life's really hard if you try to support people around you but yourself. That's why a lot of people that only care about themselves are easily find success easily, because they are very selfish and it makes them feel good and they're not worried about anyone else around them. I was fortunate to be born in a time where YouTube was peaking, or it was becoming YouTube, right? 2009, 2010. And I watched every single YouTuber. All of them. All of them. Go from absolutely nothing to where they're at today. And trying to remember and take into account of how each person got to their success in different ways, and noting how they did it is important, because that's how I'm gonna understand of how to do it, because that's the only way. There's no other way really to get around it apart from have knowledge and understand something. You can't just expect it to be given to you, and you can't wait long enough where it just happens. Any people you see around you that are doing the thing, even though they just started, it's important to give them support, because they will continue to do the thing that they have started, and they will continue to not give up. And usually, I'd say about 90% of the time, if you pick something and you don't give up at it, you will become successful at it, or you'll at least be proficient at it to be able to apply it to your life. Intelligence comes in the form of your own self paying attention. How it doesn't it's not about investing a lot of time into something. It's about when you're investing that time, are you understanding every single moment? Are you visibly, mentally noting, things that are going to help improve yourself tomorrow? I think whatever you project today is what, it's like the butterfly effect. Whatever you do today is what's going to happen tomorrow, is what's going to happen the next day, right? If you stop doing that thing one of those days, the next day is going to replicate that. It's going to be the mirror of the same day. If you don't have a schedule and you don't have kind of a set amount of things to do, and you don't go through every day and get them done every single day, having discipline, giving yourself discipline, if you don't have that, it's extremely hard to succeed, because you have to constantly do the thing every single time consistently to get to the point where you want to be. I have goals right now, right? And once I get those goals done, that's when I set new ones. You don't just keep adding goals to the list. If you keep adding goals, you're going to get a couple of them done, but then the list is going to be so long. It's like accepting every side quest in the fucking game. You're not going to know which one to do, and you're never going to get through all of them. You might pick the coolest one if you're lucky. You might do the most important one if you're lucky. But if you minimize that, if you don't have as many tasks and you focus on each task and then get it done and move on to the next, that is where success comes into play. That is when you start succeeding. And you cannot get to that point without consistency. You have to be consistent in what you're doing. You have to be consistent in your mindset, how you feel, the place that you're in, all these things. Also, give yourself credit, because if you don't give yourself credit, no one else is gonna. No one else will. A lot of people discredit themselves for what they've gone through. People say, I've done nothing in life. I guarantee you've done so much in life. You just don't give credit to yourself or where credit is due. You focus on things that aren't important rather than... Now, I wouldn't say you don't focus on things that aren't important, but you focus on distractions more easily than, being on task. You just want to focus on the task. You want to focus on the task, you have to focus. It's the number one thing you can do. It's the best thing anyone can do. But at the same time, it's really hard to focus naturally. You kind of really have to. It's hard. And when I say it's hard, it's really hard to find the drive and the motivation naturally in yourself without any kind of substance, without any kind of support, without anything else, just yourself. But once you get to that point where it is just yourself, you get stronger and you get stronger and stronger. So realizing things, become smarter. And it's amazing once you start realizing. Also, eat good food. If you eat bad food, it reflects on your body, makes you feel like shit. It's a really bad distraction, eating bad food, like fast food and things. Eat natural shit. Go make your own garden, do things that are gonna benefit yourself. And eventually, once you succeed, then you can find other people around you, and maybe you'll be able to lend a hand to them. But until then, you cannot help anyone but yourself. And that's all I'm here to say, is help yourself, because no one's gonna help you. Have a good day.